Hey everyone, Raider Dash and Womble here. Hope you've all had a great week. Hopefully you've all the drivers have made enough money to survive and enough to pay the bills, etc. And made enough to have a decent meal at the end of the night as well. Hopefully all the customers have had the deliveries as they wanted it. And haven't made a video really for a few days. I made that silly one this afternoon, Paddington and Orinoco. Thought I'd have a laugh as I was going through the car wash. But I haven't really done anything this week. There hasn't been a lot of content that was worthy of putting on here. I did make some videos, but I really didn't like them at the end of it, so I just deleted them. But yeah, I mean, I have worked this week. Oh, good grief, I've worked. I tried working days again. I can't do it. I honestly cannot do it. There's just way too many low offers that come through. Certainly on DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. It's just for me in my market, it just don't work for me. Not at all. Also, I mean, but the evenings, you know, you get after 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock time, then you start getting better. And I generally work till late. It's now 12. It's now 1 a.m. Got home maybe about 10-15 minutes ago. And I've been doing some real late ones this week. When it's taken out, we was actually on our way home. I said that, I think it was about 10:30, 11. I said, you know, just go. And my wife had said, well, let's just go home then. And I was about to do that, and then an order came in from Taco Bell. Jeez. I must have been desperate. Anyway, it was $6.50 only going, about 3 miles away, and I went, oh, sod it, I'll do it. And I went down to Taco Bell on Chipman Road, and there was no one in the line. Well, brilliant. So got that, and now Taco Bell, they're asking you to confirm the orders now. Like, really? Someone's going to steal a Taco Bell? Come on. Anyhow, I didn't have a problem in confirming it. And it was, someone paid, it was $6.50, I think it was. $6.50 or $7.50 to deliver just one little bag and a drink. Anyway, I better turn that off. This is going to drive me nuts. And, so delivered that and was on my way back, and I thought I'll just take a drive up past the main road and that. And this order came in for Wingstop, going to Raytown. Looked at the map and I went, oh, it's not too far from us. Sod it, that'll pay my way home. Take that. $14. I'll take that. And anyhow, I got over there and over at the Wingstop, and they were still finishing it up. But they were out of corn. Guess they ran out in the lunch rush and that. So anyway, could I get a hold of the customer? Oh, you agreed that was a bit of an hard one. I texted the customer, nothing. I tried calling the customer, went to voicemail. Waited a little bit, called again, nothing. It went back to voicemail. And I'd left a message. Anyhow, so then I get on to DoorDash. Maybe they can get a hold of them. Maybe they got an email, I don't know what it is, what they got from. Or maybe they'll bring up a suggestion. Anyhow, they Nope. It was DoorDash just went to some automated thing that was bloody pretty much useless. So I was just finishing up with that and going, I've had enough of that. Dealing with that flipping stupidness. And then the customer flipping suddenly writes back, I want fries. Okay, brilliant. So I said to the restaurant, here you go, they want fries. Okay. So they said, okay, we can do that. So they did, they put extra on it. Now, bearing in mind, it was about 25 past 11 and the restaurant closes at midnight and good grief, they work a lot of hours. The manager there, Winston, really nice bloke, really nice bloke. Me and him had a good old conversation because I was there long enough, because there was a little bit of a problem with the order because the customer all of a sudden changed their mind from fries to something else and wanted to speak to the restaurant because they wasn't answering. So could they call me and I could hand my phone over? Like, hell, I didn't want them having my number. I don't want anyone having my number. Because if there's something wrong with the order, I'm going to get it in the neck. So anyway, so I got them the restaurant's number and they called and spoke to them. Anyhow, the poor old manager, bloody hell, I've seen him several times in there lately. And he'd been working since 9 o'clock this morning, or yesterday morning. 15 bloody hours. 15 hours. I do hope he was on hourly pay, because, Jesus, it's a lot of bloody time at one. It's a lot of bloody time. Way too long. But as I said to him, ripping out of all the wing stops around the area, they're the best one. I don't mind going to them. I can't do the Raytown one, not a chance in hell. I've been to the one in Blue Springs, not a chance in hell there again either. There's another one I've been somewhere and that one weren't good. And I've heard of other drivers that have been to wing stops around. I've got bloody itch on my leg. And they just don't seem to be good. But this one, every time I've gone in there, it's been good. Anyhow, like I said, nice bloke. And the lady that was in there, young lady that was in there helping too, she was real good too. And anyway, I picked up this order. I finally got out of there. And something touched my leg then. And oh my gosh. So we were on the way to the address, coming all through the back roads and that, because, well, it's near enough. It's not far away from where we live, is where I was supposed to have dropped it. According to the map, the DoorDash flipping map. Okay, well, it's alright, be able to drop that. Well, DoorDash, well, the map tonight was not well, it wasn't working too well on this address, on the address around the corner. For some reason or other, it took us to a completely different road. It was the same. It was supposed to take us to the street, and I honestly don't know what happened. I ended up putting putting the address in on the Garmin, and that took us to the address. And then I get a phone call come in from the customer as we got to their address. We were trying to figure it out, because bearing in mind on the Garmin, it doesn't lead you direct to the house. It gives you an idea. Well, it tells you when you're supposed to be outside the house, but it doesn't show it like it does on the map on DoorDash map with all the numbers in it. But anyway, it got us there, and then the customer rings and asks, am I close? I said, well, I hope so. I think I'm in the right street now. And I said, I'd texted them when I was in the wrong road. when DoorDash had taken us to the wrong place, and said having problems finding the address. And then when I tapped it in on Garmin and realised that I was maybe not at the correct place, I just decided to go to the other road. Just followed Garmin, probably another mile or mile and a half the other way. But it was okay at that point. I just wanted to get the food delivered and where it was supposed to be. So people would be fed, they'd be happy, and I'd be happy that it's all gone and I can move on from there. Anyway, yeah, got it to them anyway. They put their porch light on and we figured it out where it's supposed to have gone. I mean, somehow or other that turned out to be a bit of an oddball delivery. Just the last one of the night. Oh, it was crazy. And then on the way over this way with the food on board, I'm coming through the country lane on the Little Blue, and there's a bloody box in the middle of the road. Holy crikey. Looks like someone's already run over it, or when it fell off the back of a lorry. I don't bloody know what had happened. It looked like a television box, or I don't know, but weren't mine, so all I needed to do was to get around it. And I had a delivery, so I'm not getting out to move the darn thing. So I was already having problems at that point. I was really, really tired. Seems like I've woken up a bit now, which is just as well because I've got a film to watch. But yeah, sick of things being in the road. So when we dropped that delivery, I ended up going over to Quick Trip because I wanted to just get a snack or two. And so we went up to Quick Trip, and then coming back down 40 Highway. I wasn't going too fast. I mean, it's a fast enough road. But anyway, coming back through there, hardly anyone on the road down there. And then all of a sudden, I see this thing coming out the side, just coming across the road. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if there was some smart ass just let this thing go. It was a skateboard, just rolling across 40 Highway. I clipped it. I went back around to go see if I could find it. I know it didn't. I was worried that when I clipped it, because I tried to go around it, but I mean, I was right on top of it, and it was coming down, because it had come down a hill, and it was coming across pretty well. I went around to go and see if I'd find if some smart flipping shite and flipping let it go, or if someone was in trouble. There was no one on it when I hit it, that's for sure. But I didn't even see the darn skateboard after that. It might have just shot across the road and fucking kicked someone in the back of the arse with it. When I clipped it, I don't know, it must have sprung back or something, but it weren't anywhere. I don't know if any of the other cars coming down the road had hit it. By the time I turned around, there was some other cars, and then I went back and then turned around again, and there was a couple of other cars coming down. So I don't know if someone else hit it. I looked both ways, I couldn't find the darn thing. Unless it was what I saw bits and pieces of in the road, I don't know. But anyhow, I'd had enough by then. I just wanted to get home. It's been a long, crazy, flipping shift. Yeah, this week has been a bit of a crackers one. Bit of a crackers one, to say the least. Petrol gone up, flipping again, and much cheaper found round the corner for 30 cents. That was nuts. It's just been just one of those crazy flipping weeks. I don't know if flipping NASA, when they flipping fired that bloody satellite up to whack that flipping rock that was supposed to be heading towards Earth in supposed to hit Earth in how many millions of years? I don't know. But anyway, whatever. They, I don't know if they unsettled something when they hit that or what. But it's been absolutely crackers since after that. This week I've managed to hit a deer. Deer was already dead, but it was in the middle of the road, and it was a dark road, and it was a fast road. So, and I'm going to rename the van Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I think, because after it flipping flew yet again, second time this van's flown, I'm going to have to give it wings. But, nothing I could do about the deer. I really hate hitting animals, but that one was just there. I couldn't do anything about that. And then I'd pulled over, and some people other cars were just it was going crazy. I just needed to be out of there because it wasn't getting any better. All of a sudden there was just traffic, and it was later at night too. So, and then the house had delivered to after that. That was a weird night. That was a few nights ago. Went to Blue Springs with that order, and there was only a little bit of damage on the van, but it's under the front spoiler, so it wasn't too sustainable. I don't know what's happened underneath. I know there's something adrift under there, but I'll get it on the ramp and figure that. But when I get down to the garage and that. But anyway, yeah, and the house had delivered to. Holy cracky. This place didn't need decorating for Halloween. It was scary enough. It was in a one of them bloody dark back streets too. Right on the corner of a couple of other streets. So I got onto saw like double garages, and I thought, oh, okay, I'll pull in there. And then I pulled up alongside it. I thought, maybe I can get around the front. So I went round the corner and looked at the bloody Great Hill going up the front, and went, I'll go back to the garages because there's a little walkway up beside of it. Anyway, so I did that, and as I was getting ready to get out the van, I looked at the side, and there was another walkway maybe going to the back of their garden, and it was. I said to my missus, glad I ain't got to go that way, because wow. There's all vines and all that over this been set of steps going up there. So anyway, I was going up towards the front anyway, of course. And got up, I shone the headlights of the van up there because it was dark. So I could see part of the way at least, and I had my torch with me. Anyhow, get up the top of the steps, and there's all these bloody vines there. Holy crap. Get up around finally ripping, get around those and around the front, and have to walk all through the grass because the vines and the bushes and stuff were all over the pathway. Oh, it was all dark around that bit. And then I get to the front of the house, and you've got these steps that go up to the porch and it's got one of these stained glass flipping doors on it, and a window to the side, and oh shit, I didn't want to be there. And the message on it was a Grubhub order, so I think it was a Grubhub order. Maybe it wasn't a Grubhub order. Anyway, it was the message on it was knock and leave. Well, he didn't have to write that twice because I didn't want to bloody well be there. So I put the food at the top of the step, took a picture, and got up the steps, put the food down in front of the door or side of the door, knocked on the door and legged it basically. I got out there as quick as I could, which ain't very quick, but anyway. And had my torch on to see where I was bloody going, because obviously I've got to miss all those vines. Got back and in the van. Oh, I didn't like that order. And, blimey, it was a bit of a spooky one. Bit of a worried up one. So when Halloween comes, that's not the house to go to, because it's scary enough to go there when it was. Anyhow, got out that road and back on 7 Highway, and we're driving down 7 Highway, and I was like, what does... There's a wheelchair at the side of the road. What sort of... And it looked flipping really creepy that it was there. Oh, gosh, come on. But I thought, surely there was no one in it, but I was going up a little bit. You know what I mean? 7 Highway's pretty quick road. So I turned around, went back, turned back around. No, there was no one on it, thankfully, but, oh, it was a bit weird seeing that. Needed to be back. It's just some weird stuff happening lately. Someone else, I told brother-in-law and his wife that, and they said that someone else had seen one at the side of the road, and now they've been odd. It seemed to be that there was one at the side of the road. I don't know, it seems to be a bit of a creepy way. But yeah, it's been somewhat of a challenging week. We've had some good orders. But had some conversations with some local restaurateurs and management and that. Got peeved off at the Arby's and Lee Summit, the one on 291, not the other one near the Greenwood, but certainly the one on 291. They got a bit of an attitude, and anyhow, there ain't no way I'm going back to that one. That one's not worth anyone's trouble in going to. So that one's off my list. Not ever going back to that flipping crap hole. Not as bad as Whataburger, but it's up there. But Wingstop right across the road, no problem. Have great fun there. Did go to today for dinner. We went over to the Lone Jack Cafe. If you've not been there, it's a good place to go. We actually delivered there, not last night because it's 1 o'clock in the morning, but the night before we delivered to a house not too far away on the same street, sort of, because they're on the corner. But anyway, up there. And that was a strange one too. Anyway, all dark and dismal, and they had Halloween stuff on the door, and decorations all throughout. Got my way through there and put the food on top of a cooler on that was near the front door, and then I put their bottle of Coke. It was a pizza. They were paying this nearly $20 to deliver a pizza, which I'm grateful that they were paying, but it seemed like a bit of an overkill to get 50 Papa John's. But I thought they had a pizza place in Lone Jack, but maybe they didn't like it, or maybe they weren't delivering. I don't know. But anyway, they ordered this great big bottle of Pepsi, and I put that on top of the cooler, and it rolled off, which scared the cat, and it shook the whole flipping deck as well, the porch. Crikey. Cat went running. I didn't know there was a cat there till it ran. Dog was flipping barking anyway. And, anyway, I put it back up right. Hopefully they didn't open it straight away. But yeah, took the picture and tried to get out of there. Good grief, I've never known so much traffic in Lone Jack. There was a lot of it then. I don't know what went on in Lone Jack, but there was an awful lot of people come, a lot of cars trying to turn into that house in a driveway, which hopefully was their driveway. It kind of looked like it, but anyway. And then trying to get back out of it was a nightmare. I've never ever known that much traffic. You don't even see that much traffic there in the daytime. Like at night, when we have been out there that late, which ain't too many times. But anyway, yeah, got that order delivered, but yeah, like I said, it's been a strange week. Hopefully you've all not had that madness. That's hopefully it's all been pretty stress-free and easy going. Definitely easy going. And maybe it's because everybody's happy that Chipman Road is finally now open. Finally, after months. It's like we've dealt with this road closed for, seems like, well, quite a while. Well, it has been quite a while. And trying to get around it, doing miles to get around the bloody thing so we can get to restaurants around the corner. Now DoorDash app doesn't know that this road is open, so it keeps trying to send us all the way around the houses. When you can I just don't listen to it. I just look at where it's going and so that I'm going that way. But the weird thing is like it'll try to send you all the way around it. And you go under the bridge, which is 50 Highway, which they'd been working on. They tore out all that bridge and put a new bridge in, and then they were working on the road underneath and under the bridge, I suppose. But they were working on the road, smoothing it out, etc. And they finally opened it, and so anyway, so you go through under the bridge, and then all of a sudden, like about a third of a mile or so, the map catches on and figures out that you're on Chipman Road again. But it won't let you go under the bridge. The map vipping wants to send you all over the place. Hopefully it catches up soon. The Uber one, I think, works it fine now, but I don't know. Can't remember what it's like on the Grubhub one. So my next thing is Walmart Spark. I hate to do vipping Walmart orders. There's no way in hell am I picking up with DoorDash, or when DoorDash had it, DoorDash gave up. Well, they got kicked away from it, but she knows. Anyway, put some sanitizer on. And, and now with Uber Eats picking up Walmart orders, it seems absolutely worse. I see these offers come through, and it's absolutely crazy. There's no way a driver is going to make any money delivering that. And that's what we're here for, is to make some money. And Uber Eats are probably coining it in. But no, I'm not doing it. But I've seen Walmart Spark. I've seen the lady over in Shawnee that does it, BEA. She's got videos. Oh, can't think of her channel. Gig Money Madness, possibly. Oh, I'll have to look it up and send a link. But anyway, so she does it, and it seems like she does pretty well at it from what I've seen. I haven't been catching up on too many other gig app workers videos as of late. I've caught one every now and again from Pedro, but I haven't done any. I'm still got sanitizer on my hands, sorry about that. obsessed with using the sanitizer. But I use it because I don't want to get anyone's food contaminated, etc. And I also use wipes and that, whatever they are, sanitising wipes, etc. in the bags as well. It's actually I've got to do tomorrow. I'll do it every few days, about once a week or so. Or if something particularly smelly, like Crab Kings or something has been in it, I'll wipe it through. But yeah, it's I forgot where I was now, but anyway, yeah, Walmart Spark. So thinking I'm gonna try that, even though like in our area it's full. For me to try and get onto the Lee's Summit area, you have to do Independence, and that says it's full. So I'm going to try it in another area that's hopefully not too far away, and to see how it goes. May try and DoorDash out that way too, maybe just a few days a week or something. Give it a go. See what happens. But yeah, it's because daytimes on Grubhub, Uber Eats and DoorDash, for me, just not worth it. Not worth it at all. I don't know what other drivers are doing, whether it's working for them or if they're just new drivers just picking up these low offers. You don't need to be picking up the low offers. If they don't pay you away, don't pick it up. $2.50 orders are not going to pay you away. You're going to end up running your car into the ground and you're not going to have enough. And that don't even pay for a flipping gallon of petrol anyway. You shouldn't be doing anything for less than a gallon of petrol. Even if you are doing less than a bloody mile or whatever. Or less than a couple of miles, or less than 10 miles, whatever. Just don't do it, because you're just going to run yourself ragged. Don't be afraid. Sit and wait. Just sit and wait. You may not want to sit. You may not want to sit and wait for that long. But you sure as hell don't want to be doing $2.50 orders. They are not going to be worth your time. And I'll tell you why they're not going to be worth your time. Because you're going to have someone that either can't afford to pay you the tip, or doesn't know how much you're getting paid, or that you're a contractor, that you're not on an hourly wage, etc. Or you're just going to get an ignorant git who just doesn't want to, who has gone into the app and gone, I'll take the flipping tip out. Because when you go to the DoorDash one, for example, like a customer ordering, it'll come up and it'll say a suggested tip. I know, I've ordered a few times from DoorDash. It's been a few months or so now. But it will give you a suggested tip. And they can go in there and give more or less, whatever they feel that they can afford or what they want to do. Some people will give you a cash tip, but you can't guarantee that. You cannot guarantee if you've been getting that. So, set a minimum. Set a minimum on what you think your time is worth. Because it's not only your time that you're paying, not only the vehicle per mile, because you've got to cover your mileage on your vehicle. You've got to make some money to cover the maintenance on the vehicle. And you've got to make sure that you're paying your time too. Because if you're doing $2.50, if, for example, you do a $2.50, and it's only going a couple of miles, okay, yeah, it's covered you $1 a mile. But let's say you're waiting in the restaurant for, 20 minutes. 20 minutes for then you've got to get it to the house. Let's put another 10 minutes on top of that. 10 minutes to the house. It might even be going to a flat or an apartment, whatever you want to call it, top floor apartment. Do you really want to be doing that for $2.50? Because at the end of it, half an hour is taking you to go do this order. It's cost you, you've done $2.50 to go do this bloody order. You've gone up to a flat, or even if you haven't, you've just gone to a flipping ranch house or whatever, and you just drop it at the door. It's still $2.50. If you go back, and you've either got to find your way back to another restaurant. Well, I wouldn't have thought so. You just sit your ass and wait, but wait for something else to come in. For crying out loud, don't go take another $2.50 order. Or even if you stack them, and you get two $2.50 orders, you make yourself $5 doing that for half an hour. No. You ain't gonna make any dust like that. Just park yourself in a car park somewhere somewhere peaceful, somewhere nearby other restaurants. You can look on the app, and it's got suggested hotspots. Doesn't mean that they're getting anything from them. It's just where DoorDash wants you to go sit. Just go sit by your favourite restaurant that you think that you're going to get orders from. Go to McShite or somewhere. I wouldn't. But anyway, go to... I can't think of maybe not a Wingstop, because the one in Lee Summit is really good, which they really are. Then just go to a sushi place or some sort of burger place or whatever. Just sit in a car park somewhere and wait for the more profitable orders to come in. I mean, I've got a minimum of $7.50 is where I will do it. I will do a $6.50 if I know that restaurant is quick. I know that I can rely on going into most of the time. If I go to Wingstop, I can go in there and pick it up straight up. The Wingstop in Lee Summit, that is. I'm not suggesting everyone is, because the others that are around us are not brilliant. I know I can go into the Mint sushi place, pick up straight away. I know if I go to the Pizza Up on Rice Road, I can pick it up straight away. They're very quick restaurants that have food waiting for you. Papa John's down on 291. I don't know, they've had some staff problems, I think, now. All depends on who they've got in there as regards how quick they are. Some of your Chinese restaurants, they're normally pretty quick to go to, pick up from. Depends on the night, depends on the people that are there, depends on what's going on. You will find out as you get used to your market. But anyway, you just, and any customers that are listening to me, it may sound greedy for what I'm saying, that you got to at least get $1 a mile, etc. But you got to understand that we're actually paying for our own fuel. We're paying for the maintenance on the vehicles. We're paying our insurance, etc. There's a lot to factor in. And there's our time too, because, I don't want to be running around vipping all night long to go back home and just eat a pack of ramen noodles or something. Yeah, I don't want a steak meal or anything, but I mean, I want to be able to know that I can afford if something goes wrong in a car. Yeah. Anyway, I've got to leave it at that, I think, because getting pretty darn tired. It's been a long day. Not as long as Winston's, though, blimey. It's a long day. Over at Winston is the fella over at the manager over at the Wingstop in Lee's Summit on 291 and Chipman Road, possibly. Maybe it's on the corner of Tudor. Oh, crikey, it's too long. Too long. Anyway, alright, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you all got saw that crazy video that I did this afternoon with Orinoco and Paddington. Maybe I'll stick it on the end of here. And it gives you all a laugh. So yeah, that's all we really need. Earn some money and stress-free, hopefully, and deliver the food that we're supposed to deliver in a timely and best as we can. And just make a few dollars doing it. Have a few laughs along the way. Meet some good people along the way. Hopefully you don't get the cretin that idiot that I sort of encountered a few nights ago. Better not go into that, but anyway, there are some fools. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe. Share the video if it's any entertainment, if you think it's of entertainment for anyone. And oh yeah, and I forgot to say I was going in before I went off crazy again. Lone Jack Cafe. Go in there if it's a little bit of a trek out of Lee's Summit, but no, not too far. But anyway, maybe about 10 mile or something, depending on where you are in Lee's Summit. But anyway, go out there. Oh, it's not gourmet stuff, but they do some really good food. Today I decided I would have. Yesterday I decided it's bloody 1:30 in the morning. Yesterday I decided I would have biscuits and gravy. Haven't had that for a little bit. Thought I would try that again. It was actually pretty bloody good. I only got half a portion, and that was maybe a bit too much. But yeah, I had that, and I got some toast as well with it. And yeah, that was really, really good. So anyway, all the staff at Lone Jack Cafe, if you do happen to come across the video, I did tell you about it, I think. But just thanks for serving us, and we'll no doubt be back again, because we've been back there several times before. Been going there the last couple of years or so, I think. Maybe more. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. Like I said, like, subscribe, share it with friends or family, or even if you didn't like it and you just want to torture someone, feel free to send it to them too. I don't care. If they've got something bad to say about it, or if you have, don't bother, because I really don't care. But if you got something good and you got some information that you feel that I need to brush up on, or if you've got some comments on stuff that I need to do, maybe you want to assist me in doing the a Spark, if you got some information on that Spark sign up, etc., and what madness I'm going to encounter, or if you just got good comments and just want to say thumbs up or something, I'm fine with anything, just not the badness. I can't be arsed with the badness. I really don't give a monkey's. Anyway, alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. I promise that I'm going to try and do more videos lately. I've had a few days off, I guess, and going to start doing more as time permits over the next few days, and more. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers. Ta-da. Yay! Orinoco gets a go today. Paddington's hiding. Orinoco was feeling left out. Why does Paddington get all the fun? Mommy, marmalade sandwich. Buy me tidy bag. All I wanted was 40 winks. It was nap time. I was woke up. Marmalade sandwich. Mind my marmalade sandwich. Help! Oh no. Where's hair and makeup gone? Bloody Ubers, what you putting us through? It wasn't me. Uh-oh. Oh no, Orinoco got drunk.